Hello everyone, and welcome back to GridPro. In this tutorial, we'll discuss a useful feature for surface smoothing in GridPro. GridPro's Grid Smoother uses triangulated surfaces from CAD geometry to improve projection and smoothing of grid nodes, helping you generate a smooth final grid. If you have a CAD geometry, you can import the CAD file and triangulate it in GridPro's CAD panel to convert it into a surface. This is the preferred approach because it gives users the control over the surface mesh parameters and helps capture CAD features accurately. However, sometimes the user may only have an STL file exported from another CAD package. If the STL surface captures the base geometry precisely, it can be used to generate the final grid. But often, STL surfaces are not triangulated finely enough to capture boundaries and curved features accurately. If you use that surface directly for grid generation, the final grid can miss critical regions and inherit unwanted bumps or sharp artifacts. That's where GridPro's Smooth Surface feature helps. It refines and smooths the input surface, making the surface mesh finer, thereby smoothing the input surface. To understand this better, let's look at an example. We have a surface file for a volute that was generated outside of GridPro. As you can see, the surface has many unwanted features in areas that should ideally be smooth. This usually happens because the triangle size used during surface meshing is too large on the regions of fillets or the high curvatures. The surface mesh needs to be finer to capture fillets and rounded features properly. We've already created the topology for this model. Let's first run the grid smoother and check the resulting grid. After loading the grid, you can see the mesh is not capturing the fluid flow domain accurately. There are multiple bumps and sharp features, reflected directly from the poor quality surface. This grid may not predict flow parameters accurately. Although it's recommended to re-triangulate the CAD model to get a good surface mesh, if the CAD model is not available, you can refine and improve the surface in GridPro using the Smooth Surface tool. Clicking Smooth Surface opens the dialog box shown here. This tool has 4 selection modes. First, make the surface you want to smooth the current surface. Then choose the appropriate selection method. Box selection, drag a box to select the region to smooth. Sphere selection. Click on Surface Mesh Nodes to select a region. Adjust the sphere size to include more elements. Sketch. Click on Surface Mesh Nodes and draw the region to smooth. This is especially useful for complex areas. Select All. Selects the entire current surface. More information about the selection modes and smoothing settings can be found in the WSG UI manual, section 3.4.3 Smooth Surface. For now, we'll select the entire surface and keep the smoothing settings simple. Let's retain the default settings for the algorithm and intervals. You can use the up arrow next to the iteration option to preview the refined surface. Higher iterations generate finer cells and a smoother surface, but they also increase processing time and RAM usage. For this example, we'll refine the volute surface by 4 iterations. The freeze feature edge option can be used to avoid smoothing desired sharp edges. Since this surface doesn't have any sharp features we need to preserve, we'll keep the default setting. Now click Apply to generate the smoothed volute surface. As you can see, the unwanted surface artifacts have reduced significantly, and the surface now represents the curvature of the volute much better. Next, let's run the grid smoother again and check the updated grid. Update the existing grid to view the mesh with the updated surface. The grid is now much smoother and should predict the flow physics more accurately compared to the grid generated with the original STL surface. Running the grid smoother for more sweeps smoothens the grid, further improving the grid quality. We hope this tutorial gave you a clear understanding of the smooth surface feature in GridPro and how it can improve surface and mesh quality when CAD files are not available. Thank you for watching, and we invite you to explore our other tutorials for more advanced capabilities in GridPro. If you have questions, feel free to contact support at gridpro.com. Thanks for watching.